Bro, we're going? Can you tell me what that is? Apparently not. I'm coming.
Wait.
Do all guards look like Fatui? Are all guards Fatui? Because they all had the half mask on, right? Or mask or whatever it was. Just remember the cutscene from earlier. I thought they had Fatui masks on. I could be wrong.
Nice work, Tagarin.
I can't see from this distance.
On. We'll go around.
Okay. Whew. Didn't let me jump very far. This is very, very good stealthy music. I don't have a crouch button, bro. Oh, I do have a crouch button. Did you see that? Yeah, they're wearing masks. I have a crouch button. I don't know what it is, but I have one. Found it. Let's go, bro. Just gonna put my head inside here. If I can't see them, they can't see me, right? Oh, but there's treasure. Can I go get the treasure? Excuse me. Pardon me. Coming through. Thank you. Alright, I'm good. Oh, where's he going? Where's he going? There he is. We're fine. Why are there so many Fatui, or guards rather, here at the train station if the train station isn't even running? What you trying to hide? You know, bro, you should just stay in stealth. Why do you keep getting up? You're not helping anyone. You're not helping matters. I am following his route. But if this bitch don't get down, we're gonna get caught.
This way. We'll enter from the upper floor.
I'm so glad that I'm wearing white. I'm at least blending into my environment, sir. Oh, you didn't even let me go across. Okay, sure. Why not? Hello. What do these say? Why does he have things in jars?
There we go. A freight list. Straight from the Fatui. So Shishkin won't have had the chance to doctor the figures. Looks as new as the day it was printed. I guess no one bothers reading these unless they have ulterior motives.
But shouldn't somebody be reading? Like, isn't it someone's job to read that and account for it? If they did, there'd be no loophole for him to exploit.
Yeah, this is all we need. Come on, let's get out of here. Then go track down the crystal.
Like, wouldn't you have a logistics officer of some kind? How do we do that?
Tagarin's a keen hunter, and catching rabbits is his specialty.
So now he's an energy tracker who can follow crystals? Tagarin has caught the townspeople's attention. Think of a way to allay suspicion before something. Okay. Am I good? Can I go? Get up, dog. Is the orange the scent? Search for clues. Oh god. Well, back we go. So that just leads back to him, which is not right. There's a house over here.
Anywhere there's a stove, there'll be the scent of crystal.
Well, that's what I was thinking. All the places he's looking, it's natural for there to be a scent. And let me guess, I'm gonna have to do some like egg yolk for this dude over here. Nope, he didn't get 2 forks. Great. But again, didn't this place have a stove? Oops, wrong button. My bad. Oh gosh, darn it. Get up, dog. Come on, Dagaran, work with me, not against me.
But if he picks up the scent of Crystal somewhere and there's no stove around, that's how we know something's up.
So he's stockpiling it here somewhere? Oh, there was such a delay. I was like, what do you want from me?
This must be the rabbit's warren. Good job, boy.
I mean, it could be unrelated, technically speaking.
Sure enough.
Could be somebody else
There's the tunnel.
stockpiling.
You stay here and keep watch. I'm gonna take a look inside.
And what? Shall I bark when someone approaches? With the investigation complete, you and Alyosha. It was Yosha, wasn't it? Oh, Osha. Alyosha. Something like that. The Y just keeps throwing me. Secretly notify the Fatui and recover some of the missing crystal. Tellingly, the entrance to the tunnel is right at Shishkin's residence. Now it's time to confront him. You know what would have been even better? If we'd got to see this instead of just reading about it. Show, don't tell. You kind of take the drama out of it.
Thanks for looking out for us. Things are getting tougher by the day.
No need to thank me. It's my pleasure. Sure as Her Majesty the Tsaritsa watching over us, every sacrifice will be worthwhile. Let's grit our teeth until the blizzard passes. These days of hardship will be over soon.
Maybe for everyone else, Liaison Shishkin. But for you, the hard times have only just begun.
Huh? Who are you? What's the matter?
Shouldn't you know who he is? Town ain't that big, honey. In fact, it's microscopic. You should know every occupant.
I just had a question for you. Why, when times are as tough as this, would someone hoard more Kresnik Crystal than they could ever use? All the crates here are from the most recent shipment, but they weren't brought here for sale. Instead, they were secretly stashed away.
But then where did, what's his name? Poloski? The dude in red from earlier? Where did he get his stash of Kresnik crystals? Because I thought he would have gotten it off the train directly. So then how would his list of allocating a quota differ from, you know, the actual shipment before Shishkin stole his quantity?
Would you be able to shed any
Yeah,
light
dude.
on the situation, Mr. Shishkin?
Or has he only gotten the crystals once they've been given to him by Shishkin, and then he allocates them?
Me? Why, I have no idea. But look at how much there is. It's quite a godsend. Now there will be plenty to go around.
This godsend was found in a cellar adjacent to your residence following a tip from Mr. Alyosha. And this is only a fraction of what we found down there.
Oh, hey.
We're still taking
nice.
a full inventory. The official figures will be finalized shortly.
You guys should be good to go for the next year if you found more than that.
I've always been grateful for your efforts to mediate between us and the townspeople of Sretomaros. But now, Mr. Shishkin, it appears you were the source of the conflict all along.
How could you do this to us?
We trusted you to have our backs. You've been lying to us this whole time?
Hey,
Yes? The jig's up. Time to come clean.
I owe you all an apology. I'm sorry.
I somehow
I'm so very sorry.
don't think an apology's gonna cut it, bro.
This isn't who I am. Please believe me, this was a one-time mistake that I will never repeat.
You sound so sincere.
We all know how difficult life has been since Project Stuja came into force. Energy is an increasingly scarce resource. People everywhere are getting desperate. But some places have been hit harder than others.
And what's that got to do with you hoarding?
I grew up in Alatir, a small village with no train station. Deliveries of Kresnik Crystal have ceased there entirely. If nothing is done, they're all going to freeze to death.
But that's not on you to deprive one group of people just to help a second group of people. Report it to have you tried reporting it to the authorities? Have you tried to see how it can be helped? If you're a liaison officer, you should have contacts, bro. Why are you not talking about it?
You know as well as I do how downright impossible it is to buy Crystal these days. The thought of my poor mother and father, with no one to help them. Oh, I felt so afraid.
But did you communicate, or did you just go straight to vigilantism? Don't fall for his gaslighting,
I
guys.
watched as energy grew scarcer by the week, all the while knowing that their lives were at risk. Then one day, I looked at the crystal shipment in front of me, and a terrible, selfish thought entered my mind. Looks like I'm just not cut out to be a criminal. I'm so sorry. Once the Fatui have finished their count, you'll see that the numbers match their waybill.
I don't have sympathy for you, sir. There are other ways. That dude's hair looked funny. There are other ways you could have approached this
I have
problem.
the official Snezhnayan quotas here. Anyone who has already purchased energy, please make your way over here to correct your transactions. I'll make a batch
Why is the
purchase of
music so
crystal
loud?
worth 3 months' salary for you all to use free of charge. As for Alatir, I'll think of something else.
Communicate.
You don't have to go that
Oh,
far.
don't feel bad for the guy. Just because he had good intentions doesn't mean that what he did was the right thing to do. He totally did a bad thing.
Yeah. Owning up to your mistake is enough
Oh
for me.
my fucking god.
You've done plenty of good for the community in the past. I'm not looking for a handout.
Why can nobody just be fucking evil in this game? Except for Dottore. Everybody else must have some good about them, and people must forgive. Fuck that.
Drop the act.
Right?
You claim this was a one-time mistake, but the real reason there's only one shipment's worth of stolen crystal in your basement is that you have an accomplice.
What brought you to that conclusion? And how do you prove that? This dude literally has... It's glowing through your head, sir. That looks so funny. But yeah, what led you to this? And where's your proof, bro?
Reporting in, sir. We've conducted a full search of the mayor's house.
The mayor's
As
in on
expected,
it.
we found many crates full of crystal, half of which were still in their original shipping containers.
Wow. Should have seen that coming.
This wasn't your first time at all. You've been colluding with the mayor of Stratomaros for a long time now.
But what does the mayor get out of it?
The train station's currently out of service, but it does open for a short window every time there's an energy delivery. And every time a train pulls in, you're there on site to take inventory and oversee the workers unloading the cargo.
And none of the workers, noticed that there was a discrepancy?
The mayor handpicks said workers.
Ah,
For his
there you go.
instructions, they transport the crystal by tunnel at night to the mayor's house, and he sells it out of town. But since he can't get the goods out of town by train, he had to arrange an alternative method of transportation. This meant slower sales, which gave me plenty of opportunity to catch him in the act.
Damn, how long has the mayor been doing this shit?
Wait, the mayor's involved in this too?
Preposterous. What proof do you have of any of this?
Basic math. I've spent a lot of time lately counting carriages as the snowstorm rages.
Counting carriages. What?
The energy consumed by a train depends on its total weight. And since energy is a limited resource right now, it's fair to assume that every carriage is packed full. So, if we take the energy required for the Kresnik's torch, add the sales figures you provided, then compare that figure to the train's theoretical cargo capacity, guess what? The numbers never match. It's always off by 1 or 2 carriages worth. This time, you set a new record. 3 carriages missing.
You mean to tell me that you sat around outside counting carriages in this weather?
He's literally a hunter. He spends his time in this weather, sir. Also, he didn't have to be outside to count carriages. There are plenty of buildings right next to the train station he could have stepped into.
I'm a hunter. I have 2 options. Hunt or starve.
Well, I've heard enough. The evidence speaks for itself. Take Shishkin and the mayor into custody and escort them back to Snezhnograd.
I love how we've just never met this mysterious mayor that's apparently in on it. Would have been better if we'd met the mayor, because it's hard to get invested in his involvement. How are you going to get there, by road?
You cocky little brat, ruining my business. Just you wait.
And you civilians should be ashamed of yourselves for giving him like that. I feel like I didn't do anything constructive here. I kind of just sat back and watched as it happened. So you've been investigating this for a while, huh?
Yeah, something felt off. So I just followed my gut. Math, isn't my strong suit, though. I'm lucky my dad made me learn enough to get by, but all this number crunching was a million times harder than the aim and fire work I'm used to.
Number crunching. When all you had to do was visually assess what would fill a carriage. And add. Sure.
Thank you for your assistance. You're a brave lad. Shishkin was quite the cunning criminal. As I'm sure you can tell, he did all of this right under our noses, and we never suspected a thing.
A wolf in sheep's clothing. He had everyone fooled.
But what was he doing with them? I don't get what he was getting out of it other than just having some extra crystals for his own energy. At least the mayor was on-selling to get profit. But what was Shishkin getting out of it?
Even with that sob story he fed us, he was probably trying to keep the mayor out of it, not just mask his own motives. Without the compelling case he put together, even I might have fallen for it. Alosha, was it? Tell me, are you really a hunter?
We can go find some wild animals if you want. I'll fire off a couple of shots, and you'll see whether I'm the real deal.
I didn't mean to cast suspicion on your identity. It's just, well, I'm sure you've heard of the Rokot.
Nope.
Recently, they've been recruiting people with your kind of talent. They hide in plain sight under false identities, working against Project Stusha, sometimes directly opposing the Tsaritsa herself.
A+ for the Rokot. They're my people. Yes. Let's just get this uprising happening.
They aren't a violent organization,
Well,
and their goal is to improve the lives of the
not
common
yet.
folk. But still, as a member of the Fatui, I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't keep tabs on them.
Finally have someone to root for. Do they have a face? Does someone represent them? Probably not, because that's illegal.
First I've heard of this. I don't really keep up with what goes on in the city. All I know is people who don't mind their own business in the city end up paranoid about everything. As for me, I just couldn't stand Shishkin. I'm from Aether myself, and I can tell you, nobody's lived there in years.
Huh.
Why would an abandoned village need crystal?
Why didn't anybody else know that Aether is abandoned?
Of course, no one really cares about the fate of that place. I'm guessing today is the first you've heard of it.
I see. It does sound quite tragic. Really. Well, thanks again for your assistance, and your friend here too.
But you make it sound like Aether is close by. How do you not know whether your neighbors exist or not?
I will report this incident to Snezhnegrad. The Fatui will take over energy distribution until new officials are appointed. We'll also ensure that the train station resumes normal service as soon as possible.
I would have assumed you were ensuring that anyway, because you need the train stations to be functional, and it was the blizzard that was preventing it.
Looks like it's my turn to brush up on math now. I never liked it as a kid either.
Yeah, me neither. Math sucks. I wanted to drop it in senior skilling, but mother's like, no, you're going to do it. Blah. Thanks to me too, Alosha.
Don't mention it.
Alosha. Fuck. Why? I tell you, the why
Isn't
needs
the
to disappear.
soldier overseeing the delivery supposed to verify the quantity of the goods? Was he just careless? Or was he being paid off
That's
too?
what I said.
Who knows?
How does he not know? Doesn't he have manifests?
Excuse me. I'll take a share of Kresnik Crystal too. I need to take a detour before we head back. There's someone I have to deliver this crystal to.
Okay, kinda don't care. Your everyday life isn't really relevant to me, sir. They're just gonna be some random ass old person.
Hang tight for a moment.
Yep.
This old lady, she doesn't really know who's who anymore.
Called it. Don't care. Look, I had a grandmother with dementia. I don't like any stories relating to it. I don't need to know about an old lady who doesn't know who's who anymore. I don't need that in my life. I already had to live through it.
Oh, grandson. It's so cold today. You must be freezing.
Ma'am, it's me, Alosha.
Alosha? Alosha?
You know me. I came by earlier today. Cleaned the ashes out of your stove, gave you some warmer bedding, and washed your back.
I'm sorry, I don't remember. Now, how often do I get to see my grandson? Hmm? Come on, take a seat and relax while I fix you something to eat.
It's okay. You just rest. I'm fine.
Oh, you. It's nice to come and visit your old granny once in a while, isn't it? Sretomoros, a good town. All sorts of things to do and people to meet. And the local officials are good to us.
Ma'am, have you stepped outside lately?
Sit down. Come on, take a seat. I still have some fruit left. Let me get it for you.
Please, don't get up on my account. You need to rest. Where's the fruit?
Right under the basket by the door. Or maybe it was on the bedside cabinet.
Does she have any food?
Well, grandson,
She has heaps of
dear,
food.
do you like it?
Very much, ma'am. It's delicious.
Good, good. Wonderful.
You don't need to save any more for me next time, all right? Fresh fruit is hard to come by at the moment. You should eat it as soon as you get it.
Oh, I don't need it. I'm fine. But if you like it, come back for some more soon.
After a long chat, Alosha tidies up the Sure, bye.
Some kind soul must have given these to her. But she always saves the nicer things for special occasions.
How do you know her?
I met her at the market back before her health began declining. She was a lovely old lady.
I'm sure she was.
We're from the same hometown. Not many people have heard of Aether. And if they have, it's usually for all the wrong reasons. There's a gang of highwaymen that came from there. Now that it's an abandoned village, it's rare to find anyone who shares fond memories of our hometown. So after we got talking and realized we were from the same place, we decided to keep in touch by letter. I first learned of Sretomoros' energy supply problems from a passing comment in one of her letters. Then, after her health went downhill, I started visiting more often to check in on her. The town's been in decline for a while now, but because of her memory problems, she thinks of it as the bustling, prosperous Sretomoros still in its heyday.
I find it hard to believe that this place was ever prosperous or bustling, considering the building number. I can understand if there were buildings in disrepair and it had a smaller population because it had, in fact, been on the decline, but the buildings all seem to be in use. And they seem pretty equal to the people, the number of population here. So I find it hard to believe that it used to be busier and more prosperous than it currently is, given that.
That said, I kind of appreciate her optimism. There's not much of it going around in this world of ice and snow.
Sorry, maybe I shouldn't have asked.
It's fine. Everyone grows old. In Snezhnaya, some people believe that in your final moments, you'll sense a familiar presence by your side. You turn to look at them, but their face is blurry. So you focus hard, trying to make out who it is. And when you finally see their face, the Grim Reaper reaches out and takes your life. She still calls me grandson, though. So at least I'm not a blurry face in her world just yet. Come on, let's get back and see how Paimon's doing.
I don't know why any of this was relevant. Like, as I said, I have a personal bias. I had a grandmother with dementia. I don't like experiencing dementia in games and movies and shit. Like, I don't need that in my escapism because I've had to live through it and I don't want to see it ever again. So I'm biased, but this didn't add anything to the story. It didn't make me feel extra sympathetic to anybody. Like, maybe it's meant to say something about Alosha's character. I don't care enough to think that it says much about his character. He's still a nice dude without that. So I don't really think that was relevant. It seemed more like a filler. And they're trying to go, he's such a nice guy. I don't need to see that to know he's a nice guy. I already know he's a nice guy. And the fact that this place used to be prosperous and bustling is irrelevant. Oh, hello. I was on 100% anyway, but thank you.
Paimon, we're back. Are you feeling any better?
Yep. Paimon's not cold anymore, but she's still a little dizzy. Flying probably isn't a good idea right now. Paimon might lose her balance.
Well, as I said, I can drag you along with me. Happy to drag you. I'm not carrying you, though. Oh, wait, we got a train.
I'm sure she'll be fine. It's probably just from getting hit on the head by that pile of snow when we first arrived in Snezhnaya.
Yeah, because it had such an impact. It's snow Paimon. It's not like it was a avalanche.
Her complexion's looking much better. Let's keep an eye on her.
I still think we should get see a doctor when we get the chance.
Sure, but enough about that. How did everything go on your end? Are you all set? Did you have any trouble?
How long has it been since we started investigating? I feel like we wrapped that up very quickly.
I'll explain. It's a bit of a long story.
Not really. I could probably sum it up in 1 or 2 sentences.
Jeez, you guys got pretty busy. Sounds like the liaison officer and the mayor were running quite an operation. Good riddance to both of them. It's a good thing you managed to catch them.
Sorry, I was thinking about the torches. As an aside, why does nobody just use an open flame to keep themselves warm? If they're really that desperate and they're really on like death's door because of the cold, there are trees around you. Cut one down, take the wood, grab some kindling, make a fire. It's probably not going to be as great as these Kreshnik crystals, but isn't any warmth better than no warmth?
So, you said the train station will open again soon, right? And everyone has enough crystal now?
Yeah. Well, enough to survive at least. Project Stuja isn't going away anytime soon. People still have to scrimp and save to make ends meet.
I've meant to ask, what exactly is it Tsuritsu trying to achieve? Why is this moving? What is this and why is it moving?
Don't know. The goal of Project Stuja is to gather energy for the Tsaritsa, but no one knows where that energy's going. It's never been made public.
Again, she shouldn't be taken from the people to do that.
The thing is, we were told that the project would only last for 6 months, but time and time again, they keep extending it.
We spent 6 months in Nodcry. I thought in-game time was slower than IRL time. Like IRL, we spent 6 months in Nodcry, but I didn't think it's been 6 years in-game that we've been playing for. I thought time moved far slower. Because we only heard about Project Stuza while we were in Nodcry. Unless it had been operating for far longer than before we heard about it, but we heard it straight from the Harbingers. I'm so confused.
Extending it? Does that mean the Tsaritsa's plan isn't going very smoothly?
Because didn't we first hear about it from either Tartaglia or Arlecchino? Probably Arlecchino, because she went back to Snezhnaya for it. Or to talk about it. And we were in Nodcry at the time, weren't we? I don't remember.
That's what everyone suspects. In principle, any proposed extension needs to pass by majority vote in the Snezhna Grad Veche. But even though opposition has been growing, any detractors end up caving into political pressure from the rooster, Pulcinella.
So we need to kill Pulcinella. Sorry, Tartaglia. It has to be done. And problem solved. Uprising for the win.
He's the chair of the Snezhna Grad Veche and a key figure in the voting process.
Makes sense.
He has the backing of many powerful and influential people.
Well, I can make them disappear too if we like. Sounds like par for the course for the Fatui. Why are we using golfing terms, by the way?
Ordinary people, even here in Snezhnaya.
I don't think golf exists in Teyvat, so why are we using golf vernacular? I know I've been using it, but I'm from modern Earth. They shouldn't be using it again. This is the problem. This is what I mean. With translations. The language, what's the word I'm looking for? Not discourse. I don't remember the word I'm looking for. It's to say like the vocabulary that a certain group of people uses. Oh, I thought it started with D, but I don't remember. God, that's great on English. The vernacular you use and that you have from the translation needs to match the world you're in. So they shouldn't be using modern vernacular in this game. You shouldn't be using analogies, metaphors, similes, and stuff that relate to modern situations in the game. They don't have golf here. Par for the course should not be a used term. Paimon often makes references to modern things that she shouldn't know about and shouldn't be using these words for. I wish the people who make the localizations can understand that and do their job correctly and write things correctly. It's like The Odyssey. Still haven't seen it, don't want to see it, don't want anything to do with it. But you have characters going, well, they say mum and dad rather than mother and father. It's you, and they use a lot of like modern ways of phrasing things. Like, I want the Odyssey to sound like it is old and ancient, and yeah, it's in English instead of, ancient Greek. I get there's a discrepancy there, but you want to give the impression that it's older and, more ancient than it actually is. So you would use the more formal words and phrases to go along with it. You shouldn't have had mum and dad or mummy and daddy or whatever in it. It doesn't fit. It just doesn't work. I don't care what your intentions are. It's not right. So it needs to become commonplace to use the correct terms in your context of your media. And it frustrates me so much when we don't get that. It's like, how hard is your job? Really?
I don't see
Went
it
on a
like
tangent
that.
there, sorry.
Fundamentally, the Fatui will always think and act in the Tsaritsa's interests.
Which sucks because the people rely on them.
But that doesn't mean they don't care about the plight of the common folk. The only reason Sir Tomoro still receives crystal shipments is because of a relief proposal put forward by the Rooster himself.
So he feels guilty but still does it? Great.
Then there's the Fatui soldiers providing support in every corner of the nation. Even the Northland Bank provided some mora for disaster relief, and they're as conservative and indifferent as they come.
Yeah, but slapping a band-aid on a problem that you created isn't really called having a heart. I'm sorry, but it isn't.
It's just that the rich and powerful in their fancy palaces live in a completely different world from us.
Agreed.
There's always going to be some conflict when those worlds collide.
I'm reminded of something that Fatui officer mentioned, the Rakot, my people.
Yeah, well, even though we all believe in Her Majesty the
Do you though?
Tsaritsa, there are still many differences of opinion on how best to tackle the big issues of the day.
Well, that's because you don't understand her big issue. I don't even understand her big issue.
Regular folk don't have an easy way of getting their voices heard in Snezhnograd, while the rich and powerful are either unwilling or afraid to speak out for all sorts of complicated reasons.
Isn't that what the Veche, I've already forgotten the pronunciation, is supposed to be? Taking the voices of the people to a council? I guess not.
The Rokad provides the disaffected with false identities and an outlet to vent their frustrations. Of course, an organization like that exists in a gray area. The moment the Veche think they've crossed a line, there's sure to be a crackdown.
How are they going to crack down on an entity they don't know where they exist?
But so
Don't know
far,
who they are.
they've been doing their best to help the common folk.
They sound a lot like you.
Like us, don't you mean? You didn't hesitate to join in. You're not new to this. I can tell.
Nope, and I'm always for the people. Well, the Traveler isn't. I'm always for the people.
That's because we're adventurers. It's our job to help people out with commissions and get to the bottom of things.
It's less about the money and more about the adventure itself.
Sounds like we're going to get along. So, what's your business in Snezhnograd? Aside from taking your friend to see a doctor, of course.
I want to meet the Tsaritsa. It's complicated. I've had run-ins with many of the Harbingers along the way, and I really need to know what the Tsaritsa is up to.
Again, she's not going to give you the time of day.
Her ultimate goal, what the no-sees mean in all of this. Since I've made it this far in my journey, I have to find the truth, whatever it takes.
Wait, so... No way. Are you who I think you are?
How can he have heard of the Traveler? He's from some freaking nothing backwater on the fringes of Snezhnaya. News isn't exactly traveling here, and he himself isn't going to the city to get the latest gas. So how the hell is he going to know about the Traveler? Why would anybody in Snezhnaya know about the Traveler? You'd think the Harbingers would be keeping that shit hush-hush, you know?
Sounds like you've heard of us then. We're getting more famous by the day.
It just doesn't make any sense. It makes more sense if a Snezhna Guardian had heard of them, but Alosha? Here? No. Of course I know it won't be easy, so I'm not planning to get there by force.
I didn't realize I was in the company of giants.
I roll.
Honestly, we're all as curious as you are about what the Tsaritsa's planning, and why it has to involve us freezing to death in the snow.
You'd think people would show their curiosity a little more, vocally.
But getting in the same room as her won't be easy.
Oh, I know.
The common folk aren't permitted to meet her at the best of times.
Hardly common.
And right now, she's probably not even in Snezhna.
Competition, sir.
Word is, she's heading east on a campaign to slay a monster.
The one that's summoning the blizzards? Okay. Okay, so she not even is... Oh, Snezhna Garage, not Snezhnaya. Yep, okay.
Yeah, so you've heard of it. A wild, unpredictable monster with the power to summon snowstorms.
Well, can I propose that she would be useless in such a situation? You can't just fight Cryo with Cryo. I mean, come on. Alakino needs to go there and save the day.
It also absorbs everything around it into its body, so it's growing constantly.
That sucks.
Now, it's so big that the Tsaritsa has deemed it the #1 threat.
I mean, how did she let it get this bad in the first place?
Luckily,
isn't it just going to
as
take in
it
her
grew,
energy?
It became increasingly less mobile, so it doesn't pose an immediate threat to this town or to Snezhnagrad.
I would argue that the blizzard is an immediate threat, but sure.
I'm sure that Tsaritsa and her personal guard, the Druzhna, won't have any trouble defeating the creature between them. It's just a question of how long it'll take.
You have strange, unwavering faith in them.
Suffice to say, you won't be seeing her anytime soon. You'll have to wait until she gets back.
Is that the plot's argument for the Archon will not be in Archon Quest 1 or 2? That's fine, getting Paimon treated is more urgent right now. Pfft, she'll be right. If it comes to it, I'll just have to go to her. Eastbound we go.
Fair. Well, the Fatui will be taking over management of the train station for the time being. Things should be up and running by tomorrow. Once it's open, we can see about getting your train towed to the station.
How do you tow it out of the snow?
Whoa! That's gotta take a lot of manpower. Are you sure we can talk them into it?
The Fatui aren't exactly spotless in this whole mess. Plus, we helped them out. Should be easy enough to negotiate.
I'm more concerned about what paperwork I need to drive the train.
As far as I know, all the paperwork is dealt with upon manufacture. I've never seen anyone check it, so I wouldn't worry. Having a train makes everything much easier. We'll reach Snezhnagrad in no time. I need to head there myself anyway. Got some game to trade for Mora.
Okay, so he does go to Snezhnagrad. But why is he not batting a lid at the fact that I just have a train? He was perturbed by how I found the train, but not the fact that I just have a train. Like, people have personal trains all the time. I don't imagine they do.
I know a good doctor in the city. I'll introduce you when we get there.
You would need to have, like, government-mandated train lines, because otherwise trains are just going to ram into each other.
Oh, thanks so much. Let's get a good night's sleep ahead of our big trip tomorrow.
Lady, what have you been doing all day? You've been sleeping. Whatever. Oh, sorry, was I supposed to have pressed something?